Where does He want me to go, and what does He want me to do? November 26, 2014. A dear friend who lives a long way from here has been sick for several months and was scheduled for surgery yesterday morning. I sent her a prayer and a private message in the morning so that it might be comforting as she went into surgery. We shared a few messages yesterday, last evening, and again this morning. Her recovery was not coming along as smoothly as she'd hoped, partially because her nurse had used a latex catheter when it was clearly stated on her wristband that she was allergic to latex. So I prayed for her comfort and healing. I will return to her story later. One of my friends asked me to stop in today so that she could pay me for some capsules. I messaged her that I was now in town, and she messaged back to say she could meet me downtown. Something told me to drive to her place. When I arrived, she shared with me some problems a family member had gone through overnight. What I offered in return was a kind ear and time. Had we met downtown, there is no way we would have had an opportunity to share these concerns. So I believe I was sent to her at that time simply to offer comfort in a time of need. While in town, I received a message that another lady was nearly out of capsules and asked if I would be able to stop in sometime in the near future. Even though it would be out of the way of my planned day, I simply replied, "Later today." About 3 hours later, I dropped off the capsules. Once I got back in my van, I checked my messages, which took approximately 10 minutes. I set off for home, but only a couple blocks away, I recognized a Facebook friend who had just come outside for a smoke break. Without hesitation, I pulled over and took her a couple of pens. Even though we had met in person only once or twice previously, I asked her for a hug, and she made a comment about needing one today. I asked her if she wanted to explain that comment, and before long, she was sharing a personal problem. Again, I offered a kind ear and time. A few tears were shed, but I was glad I could be there in her time of need. After supper tonight, I messaged my friend who had the surgery yesterday, just to see how things were going. Almost immediate reply, complications. She explained that she was swollen, was in a lot of pain, couldn't pee, and the nurse could not insert a catheter to empty her bladder. I offered a quick prayer, thought about it a moment, then told her I was going to shut down the computer, turn the lights out, and pray on my knees for her for 10 minutes, and would come back on. I knelt down and prayed. After a while, my cell phone started binging. When I finished praying, I went back to the computer, turned it on, and there were 4 consecutive messages from her. The catheter had been successfully put in place. Her bladder was empty, and she felt a tremendous relief. 3 times today, my Lord put me in the right time and place to be there to provide comfort for His children in their time of need. I feel so blessed.